my kids each 25% of my trust. Then my mom put it in her will. Can I take it back? And so I'm a little confused, but before my mom passed away in 2003, sorry to hear that, she asked each of my siblings if we want to give our kids any share in our trust, in her trust. So you're talking about your inheritance from your mom. She gave you the option to give a portion of your inheritance to your kids, her grandkids. All right, you said yes. So each of your kids are receiving 25% of your share of the inheritance from your mother each month. So it sounds like there's a good chunk of change there and money is coming out on a monthly basis. I want to remove my son from getting another penny out of my share because he doesn't deserve it at all. He's very mean and cruel. Is there anything I can do so that he doesn't get any other penny? Okay, here's the deal. Your mom is the one who owned the money and created the estate plan and offered a portion of that estate plan to your children, her grandkids. You have no control over what happens in that estate plan because it's not your money and it's not your plan. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have options. It's very hard for me to tell you exactly what your options are because in order for me to understand more, I would need to read your mom's trust or her will, whatever was created. It sounds like her will created a trust after she died, and in that trust, the terms are give a portion to my children and give this much money to my grandchildren. So unless you have some power given to you within that trust, within your mom's estate plan, there's no way you can control what your kids get during your lifetime. Now, that doesn't mean that if something happens to you, your kids, you can't prevent your kids from getting the lump sum share of your inheritance. Sometimes in our parents' estate plans, when they leave money for us, they give us the ability to have a say over what we want to have happen to our inheritance if something happens to us. And we can either pass it on to our kids, give it to anybody, or just give it to charity, or we have no options. It goes back to our other siblings. As you can see, it can get really complex. There's so many options that your mom could have chosen from. And the hard part is I don't have the answer to know exactly what she did. So the first step for you is you got to go and look at your mother's trust, which if you're a beneficiary of her will or estate plan, you should have a copy somewhere, and go and read what powers your mother gives you or gave you when she passed away and created this estate plan and she started giving some distribution to your children. Unfortunately, you might not be able to do anything for your son, but maybe you can go talk to the trustee. Maybe the trustee or the executor has a discretion on whether or not to give this money. And you let them know, hey, my son's being an a-hole, and I want to make sure that you're not just giving him money to keep being an a-hole, right? And you should probably restrict some of that. I'm his parent, I know better, and this is what I think is right. And if the trustee agrees with you, there you go. You've cut off your son, and that's you creating influence. But most of the time, you don't have that option. Some of the times, the trustee doesn't even have discretion. It just says, trustee, you shall give 25% per month to my grandchild. And if that happens, that is unfortunately a bummer. And I'm really sorry to hear that. And I'm so sorry your son is taking advantage of you. You know what you can do when a child takes advantage? I have a lot of clients, and I do have clients where children are taking advantage. And I hate this. I hate it so bad, right? Because it's not fair to the parent. You're the one that gave birth to them, you fed them, and now they're being rude. Why? Unless you are being rude. I get it. So what you can do is you can disinherit your son. You can disinherit your son, let him get grandma's money, but then you can say, you're getting grandma's money, fine, but you're not getting anything from me. Everything that I have is going to the rest of your siblings, all right? That's one option there. And then you can have a good conversation ongoing with your son saying, I'm doing this because I don't appreciate how you're treating me. I am your parent. You are an adult. You have the full rights to do whatever you want, but you don't treat your parents this way. I want a little bit more respect. And if you're not going to treat me like your parent and you're not going to treat me with respect, then I'm not going to treat you like my child. You and I can just be friends. And see what he says from there and how he feels about that. All right? If he's treating you poorly now, probably doesn't care. But when he sees that he's going to be cut off from an inheritance, might care. Money does affect people in different ways. I wish you the best, and that's the best answer I could give for now. Right once you find out more of what the trust actually says, I can help you more from there. All right? Take care. Bye.